Ladies and gentlemen, we will get underway in about 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes to post time for the Sovereign Awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 Sovereign Awards. Here are your hosts for this evening, Jeff Bratt and Don Lupel. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 Sovereign Awards. Here are your hosts for this evening, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 Sovereign Awards. Here are your hosts for this evening, Jeff Bratt and Don Lupel. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 Sovereign Awards. Here are your hosts for this evening, Jeff Bratt and Don Lupel.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
This is like, I feel like Robert Geller right now. Best view in all of sports. You guys all look glamorous. And welcome to the 48th edition of the Sovereign Awards. My name is Jeff Bratt, and I'm joined by a friend of mine, probably one of my few friends that picks up my calls because I had to find somebody to work with me. And Don, thank you so much for picking up the phone. I appreciate it.
I never do, actually, but that's nice that you think of me as a friend. Now, for those of us who have seen us on air, Jeff and I worked together at Woodbine for about 10 years. Wow, it seemed like it was 20.
See, but I'm like the furniture. I'm just going to stay there forever. And you've moved on to horse racing in Alberta, and this does make this now a real national event. And the number 50, we're going to celebrate the 50th edition of the Jockey Club of Canada, celebrating not only excellence in racing, but really promoting the sport as well. This is the 48th edition of the Sovereign Awards. And the number 50, Don, is big in any sport or any aspect of life when somebody celebrates their 50th birthday. Whether it's a 50th anniversary, you score 50 goals. It's been 50 years since the Leafs won the Stanley Cup. Okay, maybe a little bit more than that. But this is our year, Don. But how does it feel to be representing horse racing in Alberta here in 2023?
When you said since we won the Stanley Cup, you mean Toronto, right? Because I am actually from Edmonton, and I'm back out there now.
Yeah.
I think there were a couple. How many cups did we? Since?
I lost count.
Okay. Anyways, well, we're actually hoping for an Edmonton-Toronto Stanley Cup final. Yes, I'm at Horse Racing Alberta now. I accepted that role late last year, and it has been very rewarding to be back there. And these are truly national awards, so it is my pleasure, my honor to be here this evening. So we'll get the party started. We're going to get into some different things, and then we will have dinner, and then after dinner we'll get into the meat of the matter. Is that? I'm a vegan, so I don't know.
Well, you know what?
The meat of the whole evening.
We're celebrating the best of the best. And what a year it was last year, whether you go all the way to Hastings or your new stomping grounds in Alberta. Of course, they had great handle at Assiniboia Downs, and we had memorable moments too at Woodbine Racetrack and at Fort Erie as well. So we're going to start things off, though, with one of the most prestigious awards one can win when it comes to the Sovereign Awards.
We are, but first we're going to welcome up Glenn Sakura to the stage,
yes,
the Chief Steward of the Jockey Club of Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for Mr. Sakura.
Thank you, everybody, for... Oh, can you all hear me? Good? Thank you for coming. This is our second live event after the shutdown of COVID, and nice to see everybody. As Don had mentioned and Jeff had mentioned, this is a national event, and we try to be as encompassing as possible, so welcome from coast to coast. There's representation from coast to coast, and we're here, amongst other things, to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Jockey Club of Canada. So congratulations to the original founders. We're going to see a quick video on that Included in that, of course, is the great E.P. Taylor, and the debt of gratitude that everybody in this room owes to him is rather obvious, but Jockey Club has been through 50 years. We've had many great members, many great stewards, and there are some people that are no longer on the board that helped focus the board and direct the board going forward. We think and hope that we have a bright future going forward. So thank you to people like Mr. Stronach for being here. Thank you very much, sir, for being here. It's always a pleasure to see you in the room. And there are many others as well. Before we get too far into this, I want to make a couple thank yous because I'm going to talk very limited, and it would be remiss if I didn't mention a few of the people. So first of all, Megan, if you could wave a hand somewhere. Megan has done a wonderful job, and it's, where are you, Megan? Thanks so much, Megan, for everything you've done to get this event going. Doug Anderson has been the Sovereign Chair, and he's done a wonderful job. Thank you to the Sovereign Committee. Thank you to the stewards and the members for being a really good place for a volunteer association to work. Thank you for all of that. Thank you so much to the people that help with the sponsorship of this awards, because it's always more expensive than it seems, and we couldn't do this without you. So Megan calls relentlessly, and so many of you are here that have signed checks over to make this event run. I wish everybody good luck tonight. Have I forgotten anything? I think that's about it for now. Good luck, one and all, and we're going to roll the video, I believe, which will show you a little bit about the first 50 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the Board of Stewards of the Jockey Club of Canada, Catherine Day Phillips.
Good evening, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 48th Annual Sovereign Awards. Excellence and Canada, that's what tonight is all about. Today we celebrate the thoroughbred racing community across Canada, and we gather together to recognize and celebrate our most accomplished. Horse racing has been part of my history for as long as I can remember. My grandfather, Charles Burns, wanted to see Canadians compete in the highest levels on the world stage. My grandfather's personal quest took him to England, and in the 1960s, where he raced Highland Wedding in partnership with Tom McCoy. Highland Wedding ran in the Grand National 3 times, and he won this prestigious race in 1969. My mother began training for my grandfather in 1979, and in her brief career as a trainer, she became the first female to train an Ohio Derby winner with Pax Nabiscum in 1983. Sadly, my grandfather passed away before he could see his beloved Kingfield colors at Thistledown's Winter Circle. Following the death of both of my grandparents, my husband, Todd, and I, carrying the family tradition, have raced in the Kingfield banner. We proudly sport the green maple leaf on our racing silks. First stakes winner was Heated Up, a Sovereign Award finalist, and we raced Jambalaya, who won stakes races in Saratoga, Gulfstream, and ultimately the Arlington Million. Brother Richard Day, under the name of Kingview Farms, had his own success as an owner and a breeder. He bred 2 Sovereign Award winners in Van Leer Rose and Sweetest Thing. And tonight, we wish the best of luck to Ironstone as a finalist in the 3-year-old male categories bred by Kingview Farms. I also like to tip my hat to Barb Fisher, who is the manager of Kingfield and of Kingview Farms since CFW Burns days. Back to the evening in hand. I think tonight we can see how well our Canadian horses have stacked up, particularly on the world stage in the 2022 Breeders' Cup. Moira, Lady Shakespeare, Cheryl Spite, Last Call, and Cairo Consort all made very impressive performances at the Breeders' Cup. The legacy that was left behind by our great founders, we would like to thank them for their initial efforts, and tonight we would also like to thank those dedicated men and women who have followed upon the original commitment of our founders. Thank you, good luck, and enjoy the evening.
Thank you very much, Catherine. Please now welcome the Executive Director of the HBPA Alberta. Here is Mike Vannon.
Thank you. We are saddened by the recent passing of Mr. Richard Bonnycastle, the last surviving founding member of the Jockey Club of Canada. Before his passing, Mr. Bonnycastle conveyed to us a message of regret that he could not attend tonight's celebration, but that he commends the Jockey Club of Canada on our role in promoting racing and breeding in Canada. He said that with commitment and leadership, the next 50 years will be as exciting for the industry as the last. My best wishes to all, and I wish I could be there to help you celebrate. Rest in peace, Mr. Bonnycastle. I'm also pleased to present the 2023 E.P. Taylor Award of Merit to Dale Saunders.
Known as the Colonel, out of respect for all that he has done for thoroughbred racing in Alberta, Dale Saunders was at the top of the game in Western Canada for decades. Well respected for his talent, success, and demeanor, he finished 2022 sitting 6th on the list of all-time leading Canadian-born trainers with more than 2,100 wins to his credit. One could say that Dale's passion for thoroughbred racing was bred into him, as his father and his cousins were all keen horsemen and avid owners and breeders in Alberta. His father's cousin, Les Saunders, raised many good horses, including Whistling Seed, who won the Woodstock Stakes, Plate Trial, and Queen's Plate in 1965. Dale learned his first lessons about evaluating young horses and the basics of training from Les and his father Roy, and worked for a number of horsemen before going out on his own in 1969. After that, racing became Dale's lifelong obsession. and he built his entire life around the racing season. Spring training commenced in early winter at his home farm, custom built for the purpose of breeding and training. He developed a keen eye for talent in weanlings and yearlings, and some of his top horses were ones that he chose and or purchased at sales, including Dark Hours, considered by Dale to be the best he'd ever trained, Shady Remark, and Highland Leader. The latter two were real Alberta war horses, often running against each other while trained by Dale, and eventually ending their careers at 15 years of age with over 115 starts each.
Highland Leader, Shady Remark, it's those two and those two only. Highland Leader, Shady Remark is running out of time. Highland Leader on the outside, Shady Remark.
That alone is a testament to the type of care they received in their younger, more high-profile days with Dale. Not just a trainer, Dale also had incredible success as a breeder. He claimed the mare Selma for his wife Barb in the early 1990s, and in 1994 she produced Wild Creek for them. With Dale listed as her breeder and Barb as her owner, the Bay won 10 starts, 7 of them in stakes races. Her real legacy, however, was in the breeding shed, with many of her foals and theirs achieving success in the Alberta Breeders' Fall Classic races. The name Wild became synonymous with success in Alberta, and as recently as last year, the Wild descendants were still winning races. Dale moved to the racetrack for every summer and fall meet, traveled to sales to purchase weanlings and yearlings in the fall, and spent part of the winter at other racetracks. He has spent almost every hour of his life thinking about and working with his horses. Dale's philosophy has always been that if you're going to do it, you've got to do it. And that meant 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And Dale's done it for more than 50 years.
Oh, I'm coming up here. You can't get far away. Dale actually asked my good friend Mike Bannon if I would accept the award on his behalf, and I was honored. He would have loved to have made the trip here. When I first started at Northlands Park way back in 1995, Dale was so gracious. He had already carved out such a huge career in the industry, and he welcomed me with open arms every single day. Didn't like to be on camera, didn't like to do interviews. He was different that way, but he was, as you saw in the video, he was just a true horseman through and through. He didn't want any of the fame and glory. So he accepts this award with great pride. You know, time catches up to us all, and it gets a little bit tougher to travel, but I am honored to stand here. I remember Dark Hours like it was yesterday. Horses like that make such an impact on all of our lives. So I accept this award on behalf of Dale Saunders with great gratitude, and I thank you.
Congratulations goes out to Dale. He's the type of guy that I would love to sit down with and just talk racing, because I imagine that would be a conversation that I would really enjoy. So congratulations goes out to Dale for that very well-deserved awards. Writers, what would we do without them? The people that tell the stories when it comes to racing. Things have changed. It used to be you'd wait for the newspaper. Now, first thing when you get up in the morning, what do? You grab your tablets, your phone, at least I do, to try and find out maybe what I've missed when it comes to the sports of horse racing. It's time now to honor some of the best. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Writing back in 2022.
The finalists for Outstanding Writing are Ivan Big, Brandon Greer's Quiet Success, Dave Briggs, Why Can't Horse Racing Partake in Ontario's Sports Betting Boom? Ron Gearkink, Queen's Plate Feature, Sunday, August 7th. Chris Lohman, Mike Keogh, Canada's gentleman horseman calls it a career. George Williams, Derby winner, has a Manitoba mother.
Alrighty, here we go. It is time now to make this presentation. And to make the presentation is Diane Demby, Director of Sales and Marketing of Horses Media Group. And by the way, Diane is retiring in June. So this might be the last time making this presentation. So Diane, thank you to you for all that you've done.
Well, thanks, Jeff, for saying that, because Jennifer said to me, I think when you get up there, you should mention that you're retiring. And I said, every time I think about retiring, I start to cry, so it's probably not a great idea. But I am going to retire, and it has been such an honor getting to know each and every one of you. You have given me the career of a lifetime, and I'm not going to cry. I wanted to say I remember back to my very first Sovereigns, which was 20 years ago today, and it was at the Royal York, and I remember being absolutely blown away. It was such an amazing gala, and every one after that has been just as good. It's my favorite night of the year. They go all out with these events, and they do such a beautiful job. And I think as my retirement present, I'm going to be selling the very last Canadian sire book for Canadian Thoroughbred. It won't be the last book. It'll be the last one I sell. So if you could all buy twice as many ads this year, terrific. Okay, so I'm going to do the writer, outstanding writer. I noticed that in this category there are 5 men. Where did the women go? And I'll bet you none of those men had to squeeze into a pair of Spanx on a 31-degree day. Am I right? Yeah. Right? Okay, so this year, the winner is going to be George Williams, and congratulations.
Wow, it's been a long time since I've been up here. 21 years. I was here maybe longer than that, 23 years. I'd like to congratulate the Jockey Club of Canada on their 50th anniversary, and my fellow nominees who are all excellent riders. My wife and family for supporting all my crazy adventures, and some of you in here know what they were in the backstretch. So all the great trainers that have helped me out over the years and taught me about horses, and the heart factor, and once it's in your blood, you all know here, you can't get it out, and it's something really special. And hi to all my friends in Woods Creek, Manitoba, and I never thought I'd be standing up here. Winnipeg Free Press and my editor for letting me have the opportunity to write the stories, and all of you in here who really know what it's like to truly love a racehorse. Thank you.
Phoebe? Here we go. Hey, there you go. By the way, George, that's your 5th Sovereign Award. And Yeah, that's quite the accomplishment. And when I started working at Woodbine back in 1999, a long time ago, I had a lot more hair. A guy that I worked with was George's dad, Bud Williams, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, and a fantastic handicapper as well. So congratulations goes out to George, a job well done. Absolutely. There was two things I wanted to do when I was a kid. I wanted to learn to play an instrument, and I wanted to learn how to take a good picture. Struck out on both of those. So thankfully, we have some awesome photographers when it comes to the great sport of horse racing. Let's meet the nominees and find out who could possibly be a Sovereign Award winner.
The finalists for Outstanding Photograph are Alain de la Plante, The Catch. Lisa Thompson, Belcarra Park. Julie Wright, On Cloud 9, 2022 EP Taylor Champion.
We're having some technical. Hey! You've had a lot of practice at Ajax, so you almost had to take over. Here to make the presentation for this distinguished award for our top photography from 2022 is a four-time Sovereign Award winner, an author, Run with Mighty Heart, and, more importantly, a Toronto Maple Leaf fan, Jennifer Morrison.
Go Leafs. Thank you, Jeffrey. Good to see everybody tonight, and I just wanted to echo a little bit of what Diane said. Photographers, writers, yeah, I'm biased, but let's preserve them. Let's honor them every year. All the outlets that are still taking photos and doing writing, you know, we want to read about our horses. We want to see photos of our horses. So I think it's an honor for me to present the photograph, and I know that there's a lot of photographers out there that go out every morning and just take snapshots for people, and I salute you. So the winner this year for the outstanding photograph is a tie. The tie between Alain de la Plante and Julie Wright. Holy mackerel. Do they arm wrestle now, Jeff? Oh, he's not listening to me. Do we arm? What happens?
I really didn't expect to be standing up here, but I'll get over it in a hurry. My actual introduction to horse racing was a little bit further back than a lot of people in this room, surprising. In 1973, the Toronto, I think it was the Globe and Mail, commissioned me to do a front cover of a young man that had made 515 passes over that finish line in the front. That's Sandy Hawley. So I came up in here and I didn't really know too much about what the sport was all about. But I'll tell you, when I was finished and I went home, I was pretty excited by it, and the cover was beautiful. I was naturally would expect it to be beautiful. But my main source of living at the time was Formula One, which I spent 14 years in Formula One and was personal photographer to a number of drivers. One of them happened to be Gilles Villeneuve. And unfortunately, on the 8th of May, Gilles didn't quite make it to the finish, and I suddenly had no job, no way to make a living, and I lost one of my best friends. So I decided at that point, I didn't decide it, I just said, the hell with Formula One, I'm not interested in racing anymore. And I just started doing stuff that normal photographers would do, like shooting pictures of kids and stuff like that. And everything seemed to be going along really well until a guy called me in 2010 and he said, I want you to come to Toronto to the Indy race and do a portrait of me. And I said, well, I haven't shot a racing car since Gilles was killed in 1982. He said, it'll be there. Well, I went down to the local highway number 1, and I started panning, and I realized that my timing was really off. So what I did was I talked my way into the backstretch at Hastings. And then suddenly I started to get it all together again, and I did one thing that I didn't expect to happen. I fell in love with horses, and I fell in love with the people that were running the whole show, the people that actually mucked the stalls and trained and did everything. And they kept me alive, literally, because they would buy my pictures, and I didn't expect that, but it did happen. And I have them to thank. The bull ring at Hastings, I went from there to Ascot, to the Queen's Plate. I shot the Palio, and if you've never seen the Palio, go on YouTube and have a look. And there's an insane event to shoot, and it's an insane event to just be around. But it's all about horses. I just want to thank the horses that made my day today, because I don't know how I'm going to get this thing home. Anyways, thank you again very much.
Sorry, you guys have to do this twice. I want to stand up here with like nothing to say, so I did prepare it, but I promise it's actually, one of the things that I wanted to say was that I said, what I was thinking, well, if I'm lucky enough to win, and I'm like, it would be wrong of me to accept without acknowledging the great work of Alan and Lisa. So I do want to acknowledge Lisa as well. They both had amazing work. Thank you to the Jockey Club. This recognition truly means the world to me. First of all, thank you, Kazushi and Rogier, because without them, there would be no photo. I have to be honest, I was convinced that day, I was a little annoyed because I thought, I'm in the completely wrong spot to take a shot. But I said, it turns out that the two of them knew what they were doing, and they were in the exact right spot. So thank you to Kazushi. Huge thank you to the Daily Racing Forum for giving me this opportunity, and Jody Swaby for helping me. Those of you who don't know me, is I'm still fairly new to this, shooting on a regular basis at the races. So they've been so helpful, and it's such an honor to be able to contribute. I'm incredibly proud to be part of their photography team. Among them, the great Barbara Livingston and the team. The whole team, their talent and dedication to racing is second to none. And they are a constant source of inspiration to me, as well as being the most amazing group of humans. I want to thank Mark and the Woodbine Communications team for always being so kind and helpful. I want to say hi to my sister Denise watching from New Brunswick, and my husband Alan at home. Thanks, honey, for not complaining about me spending so many weekends at the racetrack. And I will happily accept this award, and I will share this with my dear friend Emily Shields. Without Emily, I literally would not be standing here. I wouldn't be doing this, and I certainly wouldn't be here tonight. She has been such a great friend, a great supporter, and a great coach. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. And we'll move on now. Our next category is Outstanding Audio Visual Broadcast Video. And we'll take a look at the nominees right now.
The finalists for Outstanding Digital Audiovisual and Broadcast are Peter Gross, Down the Stretch Podcast, Episode 146.
Saturday at Keeneland, there were 8 Breeders' Cup races, and the Big Ass Fans Breeders' Cup Mile was just a continuation of the best story in horse racing this year. Cody's Wish is named after 16-year-old Cody Dorman, who has a rare genetic disease that confines him to a wheelchair and prevents him from speaking. 4 years ago, he fell in love with a yearling.
Horse Racing Alberta, the Canadian Derby feature above and beyond.
With breeding horses, you have to have the love of the horse. You have to have the love of racing too.
Above and Beyond is a really neat horse for us. He was the first horse that my wife and myself foaled.
And we had trouble with him, and I slept in the barn, so I'd get him up every couple hours, just learning, right? And I remember Chris just saying, it's gonna be fine when he's in the Canadian Derby. It's gonna be fine.
Woodbine Entertainment Group, the Queen's Plate. At 163 years, it's North America's longest continuously run stakes race.
And they're off in the Queen's Plate.
But action this thrilling never gets old.
It is Canada's biggest horse race, period.
And down the home stretch, it is a battle royale.
To present the award, we'd like to call up Cindy Pearson-DeLay from horseraces.net. Not one to get enough airtime, of course. Jeff Bratt from Woodbine Entertainment Group will accept the award here tonight. Camera hog.
I just want to speak on behalf of producer Pete Buchanan, who produced the Queen's Plates, and Rob Platts, who's the head of the broadcast department at Woodbine. I just want to say a big thanks to the horses and to Moira for telling an unbelievable story. She obviously put in a breathtaking performance on that day, and we can't wait to see what she does next season. So thank you very much, and I'll accept on their behalf. So here we are, getting set for dinner momentarily, but a few more things we wanted to take care of before we sit down and have some food. This is always a tough part of the night for me because this is the time of the year where we look back at those that we lost back in 2022.
Make the turn into this towering stretch here at Woodbine, but the victory goes to the horse in the mile. Trying to get him, it's Alphabet Soup. Cigar on the outside, Louis Couture's Alphabet Soup has scored a shocking upset.
I just love to see my horses run, and I love to see them win.
These tactics have certainly played into the hands of Sumerian Bell, who's gone gate to wire.
Go, really? Picture time!
This is the other Josie Carroll star, Belichick, who will win the Breeders' Stakes hands down.
At the 70-yard pole, and Victor Cooley and Emil Ramsamy, they win the Queen's Plate.
I love it. I love it. Even at my age, I can't wait to get here in the morning and get going.
Some sad memories, but always nice to honor friends who have been here and now who have passed on. We'll move on now to our next presentation, the award for Outstanding Groom, the hardworking grooms of our industry. Let's take a look at the nominees.
When a problem arises in racing, it's usually not a good thing. When that problem is having two exemplary nominees with great longevity with their employers who truly embody what it means to be an outstanding groom, it is a great problem to have. And that is just the case this year as we recognize Amber Hutchinson and Ricardo Nicholson, two individuals whose hard work and dedication have garnered them one of the highest accolades a groom can receive in Canada. Though from very different walks in life, both Amber and Ricardo found themselves their dream jobs in the Woodbine backstretch, and they haven't looked back since. Each starting their thoroughbred ventures as hot walkers, they worked their way up to groom and have been with their current employers for quite some time. Amber is coming into her 17th year with Sovereign Award-winning trainer Mike Doyle, while Ricardo has been with Ian Black for nearly all of his time as a trainer. Ricardo and Amber both bring their own flair to the backstretch. Amber by way of her often brightly colored hair, and Ricardo through his matching outfits on race days. They are well-liked, diligent, and hard-working with great attention to detail. Whether their charges are stakes winners or lower-level claimers, they receive the same care and attention, which is crucial to a racehorse's success and mental well-being. Amber and Ricardo have achieved their success as grooms through being dependable not only for the other barn staff, but their equine charges who rely on them for their daily needs and become as close as friends and family. Amber's path to groom began as a young girl in love with horses who would attend summer riding camps. She first worked for trainer Jim Hutchison before becoming a permanent fixture in the Mike Doyle barn, where one of her most notable assignments was the multiple graded stakes placed Peyton, a 2012 Queen's Plate participant. Following graduation from high school, Ricardo went to work in construction and still hadn't been near a racehorse. His first visit to the Woodbine backstretch had him hooked, and he worked with a couple of trainers before joining the Ian Black team. Ricardo is quick to point out that each horse has their own unique personality, making working with them enjoyable in different ways. Multiple graded stakes winner Southdale is among the many stakes horses he has had in his care. While one comes from nearby Barrie, Ontario, and the other hails from Jamaica, the Woodbine backstretch unquestionably feels like home to each of them. The Jockey Club of Canada is pleased to honor both Amber Hutchinson and Ricardo Nicholson with the Outstanding Groom Award, presented by OLG at the 2022 Sovereign Awards.
Presenting the Outstanding Groom Awards tonight, we welcome Mr. Sean Duval, the Director of Horse Racing with the OLG.
Makes my job easy. Two very deserving nominees and two very deserving winners. Just my absolute pleasure to be here tonight on behalf of OLG, and let's give those hardworking grooms the attention that they deserve. Congratulations. Let's do Amber first then. Congratulations.
Thanks,
I have to say Amber is a saint, because if, for those of you who remember Peyton in the paddock, I remember him well because I was always dodging him. He was a bit of a bear, but she handled him with such grace. It was always amazing to see. So congratulations to Amber.
I'll do my very best not to cuss. Thank you very much, Mike Doyle, for nominating me. Brent Harris, thank you so much for running such an amazing shed row. It makes it feel like home. And to my mother, who signed my license when I was 15 years old so that I could start into this crazy career of being a horse. Thank you.
And Ricardo, I'm not sure if Ricardo is here tonight. He is. Excellent. That's great. Go.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't have a speech, but looking in the room, I should have a speech. Yeah. I want to thank God first and thank everybody that invited me here, even my boss and his wife. But I don't know if they're watching, but they're not here. But I don't want to say too much about them, but I want to thank them so much that this will go with my trophies collecting from high school. From I came here from '94, I just start working. It's like my graduation was a Sunday morning, and I graduate, and I flew here Sunday morning, and the Monday I was in school. So there was no break for me. So it's like I continued to learn, and just hurry up and get out of school and start working. So once I started working, my mom hooked me up with certain friends. I was mostly with Italians working. So I was mostly doing like grapes and delivery, and then construction, and then like a little mechanic. So I had a lot of skills. So I'm not afraid of work. So I do a lot, and I want to thank Skippy too, because he started me out. Because when he was younger, I started like 2000. So when I met him, he was mostly always with him. So I was 20 years with Skippy. So then I met Ian after he came with, all the stuff that happened. So I want to thank you all. I don't want to speak too much, but thank you so much.
Ricardo, look at that, man. Best dressed by far so far. Wow, a job well done. Looks fantastic. And I want to give a big thank you to the Jockey Club of Canada, because this was an award that was given out not all that long ago for the very first time. And I think it's so important that we really celebrate the grooms and the fantastic job they do. So congratulations to both winners here tonight. Let's take a look back and celebrate some of the people that we are highlighting here today. Not only people, but horses as well. It's time now to look back at our year in review for 2022.
Final 16th to go. Enrico Prescott and Above and Beyond has the Alberta Sire Stakes Derby wrapped up. Wins by 5.
Out in a lead 2 lengths, the mighty filly has devastated them. And the 163rd Queen's Plate is a big win for Moira. She is stunning, wins 6 lengths.
Duke of Love and Justin Stein. Ironstone tries to fight back along the inside, and Fast Feet and Nice Road rally from the back. But as we come into the final 16th of a mile, Duke of Love has taken control. It's a triumphant victory for Duke of Love.
And the stablemates battle this one out, and Surfer Shore 2 in front. Hall of Dreams on the inside, but Surfer Shore, Declan Carroll tearing on to win the Breeders' Stakes.
Soy Tapatio now takes over and starts drawing off at the 16th pole. Soy Tapatio is going to take this 63rd running of the Harvey Warner.
Down the lane they come in the oak, and Chloe Petra takes the lead. It's Chloe Petra, you did it. On the outside, Viva La Vino. Chloe Petra will win the BC Oaks by 3.
And Modern Games out in front, 2 lengths to Finest Sound, who's run to second. And this 3-year-old is a star in the Rico Woodbine Mile. Modern Games, and this time you can cash your ticket. Modern Games by 5 lengths.
And we will see Modern Games in action coming up tomorrow at Keeneland, as a matter of fact. Now it is one of the best parts of the night. It's time to eat. So we just want to say sit back and relax, enjoy the food. And one last thing that I forgot to mention, surprise, surprise, if you do win an award, you can keep it here to the end of the night and pick it up once the night is over. So
I'm going to take Dale's home on the airplane. Do you think that might be considered a weapon?
That might be like $500 extra charge because
yeah, it might not work too well. Enjoy dinner, and when we get to dessert, we will resume the awards. So happy eating, bon appetit.
Takes the 72nd running of the Manitoba Derby.
Step into the extraordinary world of thoroughbred racehorse ownership.
What a ride! He's come from last and has got it.
Feel the excitement of cheering on your horses.
A gate-to-wire winner.
It's entertainment like you've never experienced before. Dreams become reality in our winner's circle. Go to ownerthoroughbred.ca or call ownership specialist Stacey Roberts at the HBPA of Ontario.
At Henry Equestrian, we're the horse experts. But we also have a team with the knowledge to ensure the rest of your lifestyle. Our brokers can provide you with coverage for your home, farm, vehicles, and of course, horses. Call us today to get a quote for all your insurance needs. Henry Equestrian, insurance for your lifestyle.
Enjoy the thrill of the race anytime with HPIBet.com. Join for free and watch and wager when you can't bet at the track. Stream live racing from over 450 tracks. Bet with ease from anywhere. It's safe and secure. Sign up today and get 1 month free live streaming. Plus, for a limited time, get a $100 bonus, and your first bet is on us. Go to HPIBet.com to join for free today.
Mongolian win takes the 72nd running of the Manitoba Derby.
Step into the extraordinary world of thoroughbred racehorse ownership.
What a ride! He's come from last and has got it.
Feel the excitement of cheering on your horses.
A gate-to-wire winner.
It's entertainment like you've never experienced before. Dreams become reality in our winner's circle. Go to ownerthoroughbred.ca or call ownership specialist Stacey Roberts at the HBPA of Ontario.
At Henry Equestrian, we're the horse experts. But we also have a team with the knowledge to ensure the rest of your lifestyle. Our brokers can provide you with coverage for your home, farm, vehicles, and of course, horses. Call us today to get a quote for all your insurance needs. Henry Equestrian, insurance for your lifestyle.
Enjoy the thrill of the race anytime with HPIBet.com. Join for free and watch and wager when you can't bet at the track. Stream live racing from over 450 tracks. Bet with ease from anywhere. It's safe and secure. Sign up today and get 1 month free live streaming. Plus, for a limited time, get a $100 bonus, and your first bet is on us. Go to HPIBet.com to join for free today.
Mongolian win takes the 72nd running of the Manitoba Derby.
Step into the extraordinary world of thoroughbred racehorse ownership.
What a ride! He's come from last and has got it.
Feel the excitement of cheering on your horses.
A gate-to-wire winner.
It's entertainment like you've never experienced before. Dreams become reality in our winner's circle. Go to ownerthoroughbred.ca or call ownership specialist Stacey Roberts at the HBPA of Ontario.
At Henry Equestrian, we're the horse experts. But we also have a team with the knowledge to ensure the rest of your lifestyle. Our brokers can provide you with coverage for your home, farm, vehicles, and of course, horses. Call us today to get a quote for all your insurance needs. Henry Equestrian, insurance for your lifestyle.
Enjoy the thrill of the race anytime with HPIBet.com. Join for free and watch and wager when you can't bet at the track. Stream live racing from over 450 tracks. Bet with ease from anywhere. It's safe and secure. Sign up today and get 1 month free live streaming. Plus, for a limited time, get a $100 bonus, and your first bet is on us. Go to HPIBet.com to join for free today.
another Mongolian win. Takes the 72nd running of the Manitoba Derby.
Step into the extraordinary world of thoroughbred racehorse ownership.
What a ride! He's come from last and has got it.
Feel the excitement of cheering on your horses.
A gate-to-wire winner.
It's entertainment like you've never experienced before. Dreams become reality in our winner's circle. Go to ownerthoroughbred.ca or call ownership specialist Stacey Roberts at the HBPA of Ontario.
At Henry Equestrian, we're the horse experts. But we also have a team with the knowledge to ensure the rest of your lifestyle. Our brokers can provide you with coverage for your home, farm, vehicles, and of course, horses. Call us today to get a quote for all your insurance needs. Henry Equestrian, insurance for your lifestyle.
Enjoy the thrill of the race anytime with HPIBet.com. Join for free and watch and wager when you can't bet at the track. Stream live racing from over 450 tracks. Bet with ease from anywhere. It's safe and secure. Sign up today and get 1 month free live streaming. Plus, for a limited time, get a $100 bonus, and your first bet is on us. Go to HPIBet.com to join for free today.
another Mongolian win, takes the 72nd running of the Manitoba Derby.
Step into the extraordinary world of thoroughbred racehorse ownership.
What a ride! He's come from last and has got it.
Feel the excitement of cheering on your horses.
A gate-to-wire winner.
It's entertainment like you've never experienced before. Dreams become reality in our winner's circle. Go to ownerthoroughbred.ca or call ownership specialist Stacey Roberts at the HBPA of Ontario.
At Henry Equestrian, we're the horse experts. But we also have a team with the knowledge to ensure the rest of your lifestyle. Our brokers can provide you with coverage for your home, farm, vehicles, and of course, horses. Call us today to get a quote for all your insurance needs. Henry Equestrian, insurance for your lifestyle.
Enjoy the thrill of the race anytime with HPIBet.com. Join for free and watch and wager when you can't bet at the track. Stream live racing from over 450 tracks. Bet with ease from anywhere. It's safe and secure. Sign up today and get 1 month free live streaming. Plus, for a limited time, get a $100 bonus, and your first bet is on us. Go to HPIBet.com to join for free today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 Sovereign Awards. Here are your hosts for this evening, Jeff Brack and Don Lupel.
Whoa. Thank you.
Somebody
Thank you very
turn
much.
on the high beams. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
hope
Hopefully you
enjoyed
guys had a
dinner.
great meal, and
Yes.
we want to give a big thanks to the staff for, they sped things up for us because naturally we ran behind. So thanks to the staff for doing a great job. Jeff Pratt joined by Don Lupel of Horse Racing Alberta. That feels very odd for me to say.
Yeah, it kind
Yeah.
of feels weird to hear, but it's all right. It's all good.
All good.
I miss you.
I miss you too, but it's great to be back with you as we get set to celebrate the equines and the humans as well as we get to the horse categories now. Don Lupel, where are we going to go first? Where are we going to start with first? Are we going 3-year-olds? Are we going older horses? What are we doing?
I don't know. Let's call an audible until we screw up our. Let's do Horse of the Year.
Yeah.
Let's just get right to Horse of the Year. How about that? No? Should
No,
we?
that's like the end of the
Okay.
movie before it starts.
Well, Chris Platts, who's directing our show tonight, knows that you and I can't read scripts anyways, but I believe we're going to the 2-year-old female, and we'll take a look at the nominations now.
The finalists for champion 2-year-old female are Cairo Consort,
Cairo Consort holding out. Cairo Consort for Leo Salas is going on to win. Cairo Consort by a length and a quarter. Cairo Consort the inside. Antonio Gallardo. Cairo Consort bursting away. And Cairo Consort wins well.
Last Call,
Out in front, Last Call. Cairo Consort in second. Wicken Highs to the outside, but Last Call tenacious in front. Cairo Consort in second. And G. Laurie flying home on the inside. But it's Last Call and then Natalma. Last Call the winner.
Renegade Rebel,
But Renegade Rebel is quite the performer. At the furlong is 6 lengths in front of Esme. Was narrowly beaten last time, but there's no doubt that this time is a huge triumphant victory coming up for a very impressive galloper, Renegade Rebel.
To make the presentation for the champion 2-year-old female, we have Mr. Jim Clark, the president of Colio Wines. Jim, please.
And I like to add thoroughbred racing as part of that. Big thoroughbred fan. Compliments to the chef. I thought the meal was fantastic. Team Colio at table 2. Perfect match with the wines as well. So again, we're proud to be longtime sponsors of the Sovereign Awards and also thoroughbred racing here in Ontario. So, good luck to everybody here tonight. Congratulations to the nominees. And the winner of the 2-year-old female of the year is Cairo Consort.
Congratulations, Team Cairo Consort. What a shrewd purchase by William Thompson Jr. A good job by Nathan Squires with Cairo Consort. She was impressive in all of her starts. Has moved on now to Todd Pletcher. A slight second fiddle to Nathan Squires.
Well, thank you, everyone. This is wonderful. Certainly the highlight of my 25 years involvement in the thoroughbred industry. The only thing that I think that could make this more special is she was a homebred. I'm primarily a breeder and, send horses that I've bred to race here at Woodbine. Finally, after feeling like I had cultivated a little bit of an eye for horses that had enough experience to take a chance on buying one, and Nathan fortunately was there to bless my decision, so to speak, and very lucky to have acquired Cairo Consort. And she's the reward for, Nathan's done a fabulous job, but as the late Laurie Silvera, who trained for me many years, said, you know, when they're good ones, the good ones are easy to train. So having a horse like Cairo Consort is the reward for all the difficult ones that have come this way. I'll tell you just a brief story. You know, after we acquired Cairo Consort at the Fazig sale, as with all the yearlings, they go to Florida, and then Nathan prepares them in the wintertime. In her case, he had a rider from Jamaica that, you know, is definitely a very good exercise rider. And he got on this horse each morning. He'd come back and say, "You tranked this horse? You know, have you? You know, she's just no life there. You know." And finally, he'd come back one day, "Trainer man, Mr. Trainer man, you need to get rid of this horse. This horse has not got any talent." And so, fortunately, Nathan didn't listen to him at all. And I don't think he relayed that story to me till much later, when she had already accomplished something, or I might have decided to make a change at that point in time. but anyway, thank you again. One of the, I will also say that one of the most rewarding aspects of being associated with Cairo Consort was the opportunity to go through the Breeders' Cup. And what made it so was the support that we got from the Woodbine community. It was really amazing at the people from Ontario that were there, and the calls and the support from everyone. It really made it quite special to have that experience. So thank you, everyone.
Coming up next, we are going to have the 2-year-old male category, and let's get right to the finalists.
The finalists for champion 2-year-old male are Philip, my dear.
Philip, my dear, from the back, sprouts wings in the center. Philip, my dear, has hit the front and is going to win. Philip, my dear, right through the pack like a hot knife through butter. Philip, my dear, has won it.
Poulain in OT.
Poulain in OT was never in doubt and is just going to stroll in the Victoria Stakes for Luis Contreras. Big winner. Poulain in OT clear by 3 lengths. Silent Fortune trying to make a race of it, but Poulain in OT coming down to win the Frost King Stakes.
Velocitor.
Velocitor sweeping down the lane with a commanding advantage is a big winner here. Velocitor, no doubt, much the best, will cruise in. It's Velocitor clear. Now Philip, my dear, running on is Twin City on the inside. It's Velocitor from Twin City flying at the wire. Velocitor from Twin City and Philip, my dear.
Presenting the champion 2-year-old male will be Andrew Gaughan. Andrew Gaughan is the independent chair from Ontario Racing.
Well, good evening, folks. Nice to see some old faces. I've been in the chair of independent chair for the past 6 months, and first outing at the thoroughbred side. Great to see some old faces. I bumped into Glenn Secura out in the cocktail reception. Glenn and I worked at Woodbine in the mid-90s for 7 years, and Glenn and I had some dealings, and he was a true gentleman then, and he still is, and congratulations, Glenn, on the 50 years of the Jockey Club of Canada. The other person I just wanted to have a brief shout out to is Mr. Frank Stronach. Frank, you may not know, but I did work for you for 3 years in the early 2000s as you were building Magna Entertainment Corp. And you really are one of the great entrepreneurs, investors, and geniuses in horse racing, frankly, in the world. And it was a real privilege to be able to work for you, and it's just great to see you. Anyways. And I do want a free meal at Frank's Market in Aurora sometime with you. Congratulations to all the nominees in this category. And the champion 2-year-old male is Philip, my dear.
Little Trinidadian, let's represent here with Roma Stable. Owner Raja Renda Maharaj says the horse loves to go through traffic, so he finds himself at home here at Woodbine.
Good night, everyone. I'm starting to like this. Back to back. I never thought I'd be receiving another sovereign so quickly. And the good thing about this sovereign is I don't have to pay any naming royalties to my son, Ro. I want to thank Art Fisher for selecting Philip Maidere and breaking him down in Ocala, Kevin and his team for doing a fantastic job, and our jock, Kimura, who has given me a lot of heart attacks along the way, all the horsemen and women who have voted for Philip, and the organizers tonight for putting on a fantastic event. Many people have asked me, how come you named him Philip Maidere? If you remembered, on July 9th, 1982, a man called Fagan entered Buckingham Palace and made his way to the Queen's bedroom. And as you know, Trinidad and Tobago is the land of Calypso. And Slinger Francisco, known as the Mighty Sparrow, wrote a beautiful song about the event that took place on that night. And the name of that song was Philip Maidere. I thought with Philip passing away, and the fact that the Queen, this might be her last Queen's Plate, I said, what the hell, you know? I might as well call him Philip Maidere. And I just wanted to play a little rendition.
Philip Maidere, last night I thought was you in here. Where did you go? Looking for good old England, missing out all the action, my dear.
Thank you very much, guys. Good night.
We're Roma Stable, no stranger to having success. Money for Row last season, Sovereign Award winner, and now Philip Maidere. I'll never forget the soaring free this year. Came from an impossible spot to win. I'm joined now by a guy who doesn't realize I'm going to do this. This is Joshua Attard. He really calls the shots in Kevin Attard's barn. Philip Maidere, would that be the type of horse I could gallop? I understand, very kind horse. Would that be correct?
Yes, I would say so.
You're a great politician, my man. Great politician and dear. The next category we're going to do is 3-year-old female. Do you like anybody in this category?
Yeah, there's one particular horse, I would say.
Yeah? I heard she was pretty good. Now, we're going to get to the nominees in a couple of seconds, but when we come back, I want to ask you a specific question. Actually, I'll ask you now. How much was Dad sweating when she lost her shoe, then her other shoe had to come off prior to the Oaks? Like, your dad's usually a pretty cool guy, but how much was he sweating?
I'm going to tell you one thing. I couldn't count the sweat drops, so it had to be that much.
Joshua, you do a great job, and of course, Tino's here. By the way, I saw Tino on camera at Gulfstream more than I saw any other horse. Your tan is impeccable, my friend. Great to see Tino with us. Let's take a look at the nominees here for Champion 3-Year-Old Female.
The finalists for Champion 3-Year-Old Female are Moira.
Moira has completely turned this into a one-act affair, and this year's Woodbine Oaks is absolutely at the mercy of only one horse, a fantastic winner. The Mighty Filly has devastated them, and the 163rd Queen's Plate is a big win for Moira. She is stunning.
Sister Seagull.
Sister Seagull is late on the outside, could beat them all, and I think will. Oh yes, she's flown over the top of them, and Sister Seagull romping away to win as they come down inside the 16th Strager, and Sister Seagull, Strager, Sister Seagull. Sister Seagull got up to win the Bison City.
Super Hoity Toity.
And Super Hoity Toity on the inside is holding on to win the Celine Stakes. Super Hoity Toity first, and now Super Hoity Toity blazing home on the outside. Vergara and Super Hoity Toity. Super Hoity Toity at the wire.
Here to make the presentation is a guy's job who I want, because this guy gets to see some unbelievable horses. Here's a look at Jesse Ullery, account executive and lead announcer from Fasig Tipton. Jesse, take it away.
Thank you all. Congratulations to all the nominees, and it is my honor to announce the champion 3-year-old filly is the marvelous Moira.
Hey guys, my name's Donato Lani, and I am Canadian. I still hold the Canadian passport, and I'm proud to say that. But I want to thank everybody here. I want to thank the Canadian Jockey Club for voting, for putting this thing together, and the voters. Thank you for voting for Moira, special filly. Little story. Kevin, I was at the Fasig Tipton sale, and Moira was in to run in the Elizabeth Stakes, Princess Elizabeth, and I called him that day, and I said, Kevin, this is the first time she's running, and you've told me nothing about her. He hasn't said one word to me. He's never said, oh my God, Donato, this filly's a runner. She's a freak. She's motherfucker. Never said a word. I hadn't heard a word from Kevin all year about Moira. He calls me, he said, I'm going to run her. I can't get the right race. I don't want to run her one turn. I'm going to run her 2 turns. I'm going to run at Princess Elizabeth. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So she's in, and we're at Fasig Tipton at a sale, and I call him. I said, Kevin, what are you doing? Are you kidding me? He's like, don't worry, I won't embarrass you. And that's all he said. And I had no idea. So I watched the race like a spectator, like everybody else. It's like, did you know? I didn't bet. Or they're getting mad at me. Why didn't you tell me she's going to win? I didn't know. But that's my relationship with my trainer. He's a beauty. Anyways, I'm so excited to be here. I have a great team. X-Men was a group that I put together consisting of a bunch of really cool friends of mine. Most of them are in the horse business. Most are Canadian. And I put them together with SF Bloodstock, who's Tom Ryan. He's here. He made the trip. He's Irish. And Sol Cumin, Madacat Stables, is not here, but a great partner. A little bit of pain in the ass sometimes, but he's a great guy. But anyways, I had notes, but I'm not going to read my notes. I'm just going to wing it and say this is a great evening. Moira is amazing. She's back with Kevin. Spent the winter in Kentucky, freezing her ass off with Last Call. And she's back with Kevin, and I'm looking forward to a great year with her. What else can I say, guys? Nothing else? I am not very good at this, but thanks for being patient, and what a game. What a game. We are here today because we love horses. We love horses, and it's an amazing game we play, and we're just very fortunate to have been involved with
Congratulations goes out to the connections of the great Moira. And right to my right is Rafael Hernandez. This is the view that all the other jockeys saw when Moira was going down the stretch. And Rafi, you're looking good. Great to have you back after an incident last season. Had some success down at Turfway. Here's look at Kazushi Kimura. Won a grade 1 stake down at Santa Anita. Big round of applause. I mean, that's a big accomplishment. Congratulations, Kazushi. That was a nice win. I had a couple bucks on you that race too, so that worked out pretty good. By the way, Kazushi, police are not watching this. I don't know how you made it back from California so fast. Is it like fast horses, my friend?
Well, I just finished the race on Sunday, and after that I got the short nap and the starting drive. And was straight drive, and I made it Tuesday night.
Oh, to be young again. Oh, to be young again. Wow. I used to be able to stay up all night. Now 10 o'clock's my bedtime. By the way, Rafael Hernandez, Kazushi Kimura, part of 4 jockeys for finalists that we'll get to a little bit later on when it comes to their categories. We talked about the ladies. Let's now take a look at the boys in the 3-year-old division.
The finalists for champion 3-year-old male are Hall of Dreams.
Hall of Dreams is coming on very late down the outside, but Guard of Honor's lead being whittled down by Hall of Dreams, who's thundering, and Hall of Dreams has sprouted wings to grab what is a game Guard of Honor, and Hall of Dreams powers on to win by a length.
Ironstone.
Ironstone ranges up on the outside, and now the battle is on. The Minxter in front, Ironstone on the outsides, right to the front. Ironstone's got the better of the Minxter, and a much-deserved big win at Grade 3 to Ironstone in the Ontario Derby.
Sir for Sure.
Surfer Shore burrowing through in the centre, and Surfer Shore is plunged to the lead in the plate trial, chased home by Hall of Dreams, the Mark Cassie pair, and Surfer Shore is going on to win with authority. Surfer Shore wins the plate trial by almost 2 lengths to Hall of Dreams, causing mayhem.
He says, "No, what, Jeff, I don't want to put up with you anymore." But anyways, here's Chris Lush from Woodbine, everybody.
Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, no longer your boss, so I get the quasi-invitation, eh? So I know a lot of people in this room, and I think I've been in the industry now for 7 years, so it's a close-knit community, and I'm loving every year of it so far. And this is my first opportunity to actually present at the Sovereign Awards, so I don't want to tell you I've actually presented at the O'Brien Awards, because that's a whole different thing. This is the better awards, but don't tell me I said that, by the way. I'm really excited actually about these horses in particular, because we actually built some algorithms this year that used AI technology to pick the winners. And I have to say that after the plate trials, my AI came out and picked a certain horse that we thought was going to win the plate after winning the plate trials. And I think that failed our AI. So I was wrong on that front, and now I'm not going to tell you who I think is going to win. I'm just going to read the results for you. But I can tell you that our wagering operations told me that there's 2-to-1 odds on this. So, the winner of the champion 3-year-old male is Sir for Sure.
have been asked. I have to speak. Not prepared, but thank you. What an honor. Especially when you breed the mare, and then you breed such an incredible creature. He has not let us down. Sir, it is, and sir, it became, for sure. I had to thank my son, who saved him when he was castrated. He blew up, and we had an incident we had never seen in our life before. But Jason was part of saving him. Then in the middle of it all, he scratched his eye, and it looked like he was going to lose the sight on one eye. It didn't happen. Jason saved him. Mother actually foaled him, and I just loved him. So thank you to everybody. Thank you for thinking of us. Thank you for thinking of him. And thank you for this opportunity. It's so special. I have no words. Thank you.
Again, just a great reminder of what a family-oriented business that this is. We've seen it with the Attards tonight, and now a wonderful speech for Sir for sure. We're going to move on now to the Outstanding Owner category. Let's meet the finalists.
A finalist in this category in 2000, Bruno Schickedanz has been the leading owner at Woodbine Racetrack by wins for the past 9 years, helping him reach 73 wins in Ontario in 2022. War Bomber was Bruno's best horse last year, capturing the Grade 3 Seagram Cup, placing second in the Grade 2 Autumn Stakes, and finishing third in the Grade 3 Durham Cup. Bruno also campaigned Strong Ending, who garnered Horse of the Year honors at Fort Erie Racetrack after capturing 5 races in a row. Relatively new to the Ontario racing and breeding scene, this is the first Sovereign Award nomination for the father and son duo of Al and Bill Ulwelling. Their top performer in 2022 was homebred Velociter, who captured the Coronation Futurity and helped push their purse earnings at Woodbine Racetrack over $1.6 million. Another successful 2-year-old for the Ulwellings was Mo Tourist, a CTHS Ontario sales graduate who came home third in the Grade 3 Grey Stakes. The newly formed ownership group of X-Men Racing, along with Madaket Stables LLC and SF Racing LLC, wasted no time in showcasing bloodstock agent Donato Lani's prowess. Just 1 year after the X-Men Racing Group was formed, their star filly Moira, purchased by Lani at the 2020 Keeneland September yearling sale, reached the pinnacle of Canadian racing, capturing the Queen's Plate in 2022. The filly also took home the Fury Stakes and Woodbine Oaks before switching to Grade 1 contests on the turf.
Joining us to make the presentation for the Outstanding Owner is Mr. Bill Diamond, the Vice President of the HBPA of Ontario. Give Bill a big hand.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my honor on behalf of the HBPA to present this prestigious Outstanding Owner Award. We all know without our owners, our wonderful owners, there would be no game. And this year, our winner will be Bruno Schickedanz.
Wow, this is exciting. You know, you don't know who's going to win. I wish they'd sort of send you something. I thought I had a chance of winning. I thought whoever made the most at Woodbine might win, so all of you that are here, that 2 out of each group are not going to win, but that's horse racing. We win 20% of the time, we lose 80% of the time, and it hurts every time you lose, and you love it every time you win. And I've won 3,373 races. And every one of them was one of the greatest highs in my life. And I mean, I've got kids, and they were great highs. And I want to thank everyone who voted for me. I want to say you put on a great evening. Jim, the wine was good. The food was great. I'm deeply honored to be standing here. The Winfields and E.P. Taylors and Frank Stronach and King Haven and Sampson, they've all stood here, and I'm so privileged. I feel so lucky to be standing where they stood. And this is a great sport. Everybody here, I'm sure, is totally in love with the sport, and the people are great. I love you all. Thank you so much.
Congratulations goes out to Bruno Schickadance. Not only did he have a great Woodbine meet, he was the top owner down at Gulfstream Park as well. 3 trainers contributed to his success, easy for me to say, at Woodbine this season: Mike Dunslow, Norm McKnight, and Marty Drexler. Let's talk about some fast equine athletes now. Who will be champion female sprinter? Let's take a look at the nominees.
The finalists for champion female sprinter are Hazelbrook.
And Hazelbrook on the outside, Amalfi goes stride to stride in the Hendry Stakes, and Hazelbrook on the outside. Hazelbrook has won. On the inside, Hazelbrook's gone to the front, Beyond My Budget in second, out wide Erimetry, Hazelbrook from Beyond My Budget and down to the wire. Hazelbrook, another stakes victory.
Lady Spitespear.
And the battle on between Lady Spitespear, Hazelbrook, and Super Sensational, and Lady Spitespear not giving an inch and got away, and Super Sensational not doing enough, and Lady Spitespear will go on and win the Seaway Stakes.
Our Flash Drive.
And sidling up to them, Our Flash Drive, and here's her class. She ranges up. Our Flash Drive goes to the front.
And here comes Our Flash Drive on the outside. Now to take over the lead, it's Our Flash Drive in front. Our Flash Drive is the winner.
Here to present the award from Anderson Farms is a guy that has been known to breed a fairly nice horse from time to time, and a very proud Canadian. Here's David Anderson.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all the nominees. And the winner is Hazelbrook.
Yeah. Wow. What can I say? I wasn't expecting this. We weren't expecting this, but we'd be remiss. Well, first, Woodbine, thank you, and the Horse Association for this wonderful evening. Great food, great people, great wine, like everybody says. The honor and the privilege to be in front of this group, like our competitors, you know, when you think of Mark Cassidy and you think of Roger Ashfield, it's crazy to even digest that's who we'd be up here against. But really the star is the athlete, Hazelbrook. She's taken us on a journey that's incredible, you know, and the journey is the people, all the people in the room, all the people we've met, and I'll just go through a few of them. Craig Smith, who gave him a budget of $30,000 and bought me a horse for $50K, so, and he probably would have went to 100, he liked her so much. I think it'd be my new lawyer, Mike and Linda, the breeders. Never met Mike and Linda before Hazelbrooks brought us all together. Jason, the jockey, what can you say? I'm a control freak. I never want to ride a horse, but I'll tell you what, we're so lucky to have Jason. It's such a feel-good story. You know, thank you. And obviously, Lauren, the trainer, Lauren is so meticulous with the horses. They're his pets. He teaches them, and we probably wouldn't be up here right now if we hadn't have come to watch her run, because she had a little episode the night before, and Lauren looked me in the eye, and he said, if you weren't here, we'd be scratching her. And of course, she went on and romped. But so Lauren and Sandra, the job they do with the horses is phenomenal. And the gal with the trophies, Erica, she's taking care of our little horse at the farm. She's the only person Lauren trusts to, well, the horse isn't running. And Erica, thank you for everything you do for both you and Glenn. And it's a thrill. What can I say? Horse racing, it's in your blood. You get bit by it, and it's you can't give it up. Honestly, like, just thank you everybody who voted for her. I think you made the right choice. And thank you. That's all I can say. It's an incredible journey.
Probably one of my favorite memories from last season was seeing this horse in the Stakes Winners Circle, because I know how much of a challenge she's been for Lauren. To see Jason Hoyt pick up his first stakes win doesn't get any better than that. And by the way, just a cool story, if you ever wonder who Jason's waving to on post-parade, it's to his daughter, which is great to see. So congratulations goes out to Jason Hoyt. Now we're getting to an award where everybody's happy that Pink Lloyd is no longer racing. It is Champion Male Sprinter. Let's take a look at the nominees.
The finalists for Champion Male Sprinter are Arzak.
But Arzak's given them something to chase, and I don't think they're getting anywhere near Arzak, and has blown this race wide open for the others for second and third, but Arzak romps in the Thorncliffe Stakes. Arzak still in front, and Arzak coming down to the wire, goes on to win the Jacques Cartier, length and a half.
Filo di Ariana.
Down the lane, Fila de Ariana gives them something to chase. Fila de Ariana still out in front. Fila de Ariana out by 2 lengths, and they're not catching Fila de Ariana, and it's like a very easy win in the Connaught Cup. Fila de Ariana by 2.5.
Lucky Score.
Lucky Score just bounding on from the back of the field. A beautiful ride, Sean Bridgmahan. Lucky Score by 2 lengths down the outside. Lucky Score is starting to burn home, and Lucky Score is flying on the outside. Rockcrest in front. Lucky Score and Clayton. Lucky Score takes over. Lucky Score the winner.
And here to present the award for champion male sprinters, Don Ferguson, Stewart, Jockey Club of Canada.
Good evening, everyone. I want to congratulate all the nominees for this evening. A lot of wonderful horses and people. The 2002 champion male sprinter, Filo Di Ariano.
On behalf of Mr. Barber, Mr. Wichel, and Mr. Deutsch, I just want to say thank you very much for this honor. Philo is just such a big, beautiful horse. We all really love him. He's back at Woodbine now, and we're hoping for another successful year this year. Thank you.
Thank you, of course, to Catherine Sullivan, such an integral part of the Mark Casse stable. I'm going to take my cameraman for a walk here because I want to thank everyone who's watching us on YouTube this evening through the Woodbine channel. Very nice to have you joining us, and you wouldn't believe how beautiful these people are. You'd have to see them in person. It's amazing to see so many great friends back here tonight as I have come back to Toronto for this special event, and it has been an honor so far. Speaking of an honor, the next category is kind of one of my favorites because we're going to talk outstanding apprentice jockey. Not an easy thing to catch on as a bug. Let's see who made the finals.
A Canadian-born son of former Woodbine rider Jono Jones, Slade Jones grew up in Barbados, where he rode his first race at the age of 15. Just 1 year later, he shifted his tack to Woodbine and led all Canadian apprentice jockeys by both wins, 61, and purse earnings, over $1.9 million for the 2022 season. Slade's statistics were good enough to land him 12th overall in the standings at Woodbine.
A touch of red, Ancient Spirit, a touch of red, Ancient Spirit, right to the wire, a touch of red narrowly.
His first added money victory came aboard the 2-year-old filly Touch of Red in the South Ocean Stakes, and he also partnered Paramount Prince to a 3rd place finish in the Clarendon Stakes to close out 2022. A winner in his home country of Barbados before shipping north to Century Mile in Edmonton, Enrico Prescott wasted no time finding the winner's circle at the Alberta track, scoring a win with Navarre on his 4th day of action. He lost his bug shortly afterwards on his way to a 27-win season. In addition to finishing 3rd in the Count Latham handicap aboard Flash for Danny, the 2019 25-1 winner of the Classic Barbados Derby added another derby to his list of accomplishments in 2022 by way of the Alberta Sire Stakes Derby with Above and Beyond.
Enrico Prescott and Above and Beyond has the Alberta Sire Stakes Derby wrapped up, wins by 5.
Hailing from Trinidad and Tobago, Kamal Santo made history there when he became the first apprentice rider to win their Triple Crown. He partnered the John O'Brien-trained Wise Guy to those historical victories in 2020, and once pandemic travel restrictions eased, he took his tack to Hastings Racecourse for the 2022 season. Just 9 mounts in, Kamal found the winner's circle with Baby Grand. He also partnered 3-year-old filly Chloe Patra to wins in the BC Oaks and the Hong Kong Jockey Club Stakes.
It is Chloe Patra pulling away in the BC Cup, Hong Kong Jockey Club, but Chloe Patra will win it in the clear.
To make the presentation for the outstanding apprentice jockey, we have from the Tall Oaks Farm, the managing director, Colleen Delos.
Hello, everybody. It's so great to see everyone. It's so great to be back here tonight. I was actually really happy to get the apprentice category, and not only because I feel like I'm an apprentice, but because I think it's so important to encourage the next generation. We need more young people, we need more people in our sport, more people in our industry, and this apprentice category I think is really important. So without further ado, the winner of the apprentice jockey is Slade Jones.
Well, good evening, everybody. I would just like to do a nice, quick, thank you to all the trainers who gave me the opportunity and all the very nice horses I got to ride this year. I would like to thank my family and my grandparents and all my family who gave me all the support right through. I would like to thank my agent, Tom Patton, for taking on a 5'11", 16-year-old. And yeah, I'm only going to give a quick thank you to everybody, but I would just like to thank everybody for all of this. Thank you.
Congratulations goes out to Slade. Slade, come here for a second. So I'm pretty tall. You're really tall for a jockey, but the question I have to ask you, do you even have your driver's license yet?
Oh, no, not yet.
So how does that work? You can ride an animal over 1,000 pounds, but you can't drive.
I'm still trying to figure that one out, but I'll get it this year.
Now, there's a guy to my left. He'll never talk to me. This is Brent. He's the assistant to Mike Doyle, does a great job. I've never seen him without a hat, and it's his birthday today, is it not?
Yes, it is. So I would like to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, and how about your mom, Sarah? What a job she's done. I'm sure she's been a great influence for you.
Oh, yes, my mom has been a great influence in my life, and yeah, I would just like to thank her for raising a half-decent boy.
Alrighty, my man. We're going to talk about some of your older jockeys. We've got to treat them with some respect, though. We got to give them an award as well.
Oh, of course, I would like to thank Patrick Husbands and my father, obviously, who used to be a jockey. I would like to thank Gary Belanger, Rafael Hernandez, Kazushi Kamir, who gave me lots of good advice. But Carl DeFreitas, of course. Yeah, that's everybody kind of gave me a little bit of good advice and along the way.
Let's talk about some of the older ones, though. Let's take a look at the lady and gentlemen who are no longer apprentices. Here's a look at the nominees for Top Jock.
Last season was another excellent one for 2020 Sovereign Award winner Rafael Hernandez, his 7th full season of riding in Canada. His 17 stakes wins, 7 of them graded, were more than any other jockey in Canada last season, and he set a career best for purse earnings at just over $6.1 million. 3-year-old filly Moira, who we also partnered to victory in the Woodbine Oaks and Fury Stakes, provided Rafael with his 2nd career Queen's Plate victory last year. A national hero in his homeland of Barbados, Patrick Husbands has won the Sovereign Award for Outstanding Jockey 8 times. He had another solid season in 2022, capturing 58 races and partnering many of the top horses from last year. Among his regular mounts were Grade 2 winners Bev Rover and Our Flash Drive, Grade 3 winner Super Hoity Toity, and 2-year-old stakes winners Poulain and OT and Anam Kara. With an Eclipse Award and 3 Sovereign Awards already to his name, Kazushi Kimura has been nothing short of sensational in his first few years of riding. He continued to excel in 2022, setting personal bests for both wins and purse earnings. Kazushi's skills were on display for the world when partnering with the Chad Brown shipper Rougier in the E.P. Taylor Stakes and weaving through traffic to capture his 2nd career Grade 1 win. No matter the surface, Emma Jane Wilson was the regular rider for many top horses in 2022, including Who's the Star and Lady Spitespear, who took home 3 graded stakes races each last year. A Sovereign Award winner for Outstanding Apprentice in both 2005 and 2006, Emma Jane Wilson's 2022 campaign resulted in nearly $4 million in purse earnings, 86 wins, and 12 stakes victories.
Here to make the presentation is a guy who's no stranger to winning a Sovereign Award and riding some Sovereign Award winners. Here's Larry Attard from the Jockey Benefit Association.
Good evening. The winner is KK.
So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First, congratulations on the finalists. I'm really honored to share the moment with you guys. So also, I'm really honored to get this title 2 years in a row. I'd like to say thank you to the trainers, owners who give me the opportunity to ride and win. Also, thank you to the groom and the exercise rider who are working all the time. So, and let me say thank you to my agent Jordan. He's always become the right horses for me. I really appreciate it. So I couldn't have done it without you guys. So I hope we will continue to win, and I hope have another great year. Thank you.
Congratulations to Kazushi Kimura. It has been an absolute thrill for all of us to see him come here just a few short years ago, it seems like, from Japan, and to learn the language and to, I don't think he needed to learn how to ride. I think he came knowing that. How are the awards tonight? You guys having fun? You having fun?
I'm having fun. Let's
fun. He's having fun. He really is, honest to God. Let's get on to the next category. I caught him totally off guard. Champion Turf Female. Let's get to the nominees.
The finalists for Champion Female Turf Horse are Fev Rover.
Fev Rover on the inside, won't be denied. Crystal Cliffs and Fev Rover. Fev Rover on the inside, a neck in front, and has fought back to the lead. Fev Rover, Crystal Cliffs, stride to stride, a head bob between Crystal Cliffs on the outside and back on the rail. Fev Rover.
Lady Spitespear.
Lady Spitespear fighting back, and Crystal Cliffs, it's not over yet for Lady Spitespear, and is fighting up on the inside. Our flash drive, Crystal Cliffs, Lady Spitespear's in front, Crystal Cliffs on the outside, it's Lady Spitespear on the rail, it's a photo.
Moira.
Moira coming for the run-up on the inside, and down the outer Fev Rover, out in front Adventuring Flirting Bridge Milady. Moira trying to get a run, and down the outside is Fev Rover. Moira up the rails as they go to the wire. Rougier on the outside. Rougier has won. Moira second, then came in the center.
Here to present the Champion Turf Female this evening is, you've seen him before, you get to see him again because he's so good on the stage, Mr. Doug Anderson. He is the chair of the Sovereign Awards Committee. Big hand for Doug.
You're too kind, Don. You're too kind. Congratulations to all of the nominees this evening, both the people and the horses in particular. Ever since, some 40 years ago, I came to Woodbine to watch the legendary All Along run in the Canadian International. And in the span of 6 weeks, she won the Arc de Triomphe, the Canadian International, the Turf Classic in New York, and the DC International. And ever since that time, turf females have had the place closest in my heart. We have outstanding nominees this evening, and the champion turf female is stuck in the envelope here. Lady Spitespear.
Delighted to be able to accept this award on behalf of Mr. Fipke. Lady Spitespear, awesome filly. She had a lot of fun watching her run last year. She's just so versatile. Mr. Fipke, I'd like to say, he arranges all his own matings, and when he bred Lady Shakespeare to Speightstown, that really did work out great. The other thing I'd like to say is Roger apologized. He couldn't make it here this evening. He had an accident the other day, but anyway, he did a phenomenal job training this mare last year, and that's about it. Thank you very much. Bye.
Congratulations. Awesome. It's nice to be around winners. This whole room is full of winners. I don't know why I got here, but anyways, we'll get on to the next category now, and I have lost where we are. Oh, the champion turf male. Well, that totally makes sense. We will take a look now at the boys on the grass.
The finalists for champion male turf horse are Filo di Ariana.
Filo de Ariana got the better of Town Cruise. Up the rails, Harlan Estate, and is running on well for Antonio Gallardo. Filo de Ariana by 2. Harlan Estate, the only danger. Filo de Ariana, the wires coming up, and the King 80 to Filo de Ariana.
Philip, my dear.
Here comes Philip, my dear, right down the extreme outside as Battle Strike goes up with Stay on a Good Side and Philip, my dear. Stay on a Good Side and Philip, my dear. Philip, my dear, on the extreme outside, and Kazushi Kimura has won the Cup and Saucer.
Ready for the lady.
And down the outside, flying home, is also Ready for the Lady. Ready for the Lady, finishing with a flurry. British Royalty, Ready for the Lady, take over. Emma Jane Wilson on fire. Ready for the Lady, the winner.
And let's see, last one. And congratulations, everybody. Thank you.
Sir for sure.
And Surfer Shore has run to the front. Surfer Shore on the outside. And the stablemates battle this one out. And Surfer Shore 2 in front. Hall of Dreams on the inside. But Surfer Shore, Declan Carroll, tearing on to win the Breeders' Stakes.
To present the sovereign for the champion turf male this evening is Chris Lush. He also used to be my boss, and he has more titles now than I have shoes. Everybody welcome Chris Lush from Woodbine.
Thank you very much, Dawn. I'm not sure I was actually ever her boss. We worked together closely. Sometimes I think I worked with her or for her, but it was fantastic. And I should actually start by giving a shout out. Dawn flew in from out west to help her old partner Jeff to put this on. They've been doing a fantastic job. So if nobody gets a chance to thank them both, Dawn, Jeff, you guys are doing fantastic, and I appreciate it all. Okay, so back to our Sovereign Award winner. Now, this is interesting because we have 3 horses that have already won an award tonight, so this has changed the odds dramatically, and I don't have an update on the odds, but I can tell you who the winner is. So the winner is Filo di Ariana.
Mr. Barber told me to wing it, and I did that the last one, so I'm kind of done. Thank you very much. It's really unexpected and some great horses in this category. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, we're going to go for a bit of a walk, Ernie. Ernie, our camera guy. Great job done by the crew here. We're going to walk over here. I'm going to put Vicky Pappas on the spot. Yes. So Vicky, okay, I grew up watching you. I remember you doing the show over the Weeping Willows. Great to have you. Great to have Jim Bannon with us tonight as well. Two people that I consider very close friends. But a lot of people ask us, you're involved with Long Run. How's our buddy Pink Lloyd doing?
Don't put me on the spot.
He was obviously a great horse throughout the years, and we're just so glad that he's been able to have some fun there with you guys.
He is a great horse. Still doing good. Yeah.
Awesome. Vicky, great to see you again, as per usual. Let's take a look now at who might be champion trainer for 2022. Here's a look at the nominees.
Fresh off the best year of his career, this is Kevin Attard's 6th nomination for Outstanding Trainer. Kevin saddled 95 winners in 2022, with his horses earning over $5.2 million, garnering a 4th consecutive season at 2nd in the Woodbine standings. He took home his first Queen's Plate trophy with Moira, one of 7 individual stakes winners for the Attard barn. He also sent out Grade 1 winner Last Call, Coronation Futurity winner Velociter, and Cup and Saucer winner Philip My Dear. An honored member of the Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame, Josie Carroll is a finalist for Canada's Outstanding Trainer for the 5th time. Her stable notched 42 wins in 2022, the highest total she's had in 11 years, while bankrolling over $2.4 million in purses. Some of Josie's top runners of 2022 included Duke of Love, who captured the classic Prince of Wales Stakes at Fort Erie, Grade 2 Royal North Stakes winner Boardroom, and 2-time stakes winning 2-year-old filly Collecting Flatter. A titan amongst Canadian trainers, Mark Cassie's Woodbine-based stable set personal records for both number of starts and purse earnings in 2022, landing him as a finalist to take home his 12th consecutive Sovereign Award as Outstanding Trainer. The stable sent out the winners of 22 stakes races, including Breeders' Stakes winners Surfer Sure and Graded Stakes winners Candy Overload, Filo di Ariana, Our Flash Drive, Renegade Rebel, Super Hoity Toity, and Who's the Star.
And here to make the presentation for Outstanding Trainer is Dermot Carty, Director of Sales, Adena Springs.
Actually, it's funny, when I was asked to give this award, it kind of reminded me of many, many years ago. I was good pals with a guy called Tom Gentry, who bred War, Peace, Judge Anzalusi, Royal Academy, etc., etc. Well, we got invited out to California to be with Charlie Whittingham for the weekend, and that night, before the races, we went out for dinner, and we were wining and dining and having a great time. Charlie said, I'll pick you up in the morning at 5 o'clock. So I was there at 5, and we're out, he was talking away and discussing with the horses, and suddenly at 8 o'clock, I saw Tommy waddling over, and I looked, and Charlie said, I'm out of here. I said, why, Charlie, why are you leaving? He said, Gentry's got a condition book. Anyway, the Outstanding Trainer goes to Mark Cassie.
Thank you. Mark did send me a few words if, well, we should get lucky tonight, so I'll just read what he asked me to say. Good evening. I would like to start off by thanking the voters. I truly appreciate their thinking me worthy of this award. I continue to be so proud of our Canadian team, led by David Adams, Catherine Sullivan, Nancy Sullivan, and Mike Gabeau. They truly deserve this award. Obviously, without great owners, we wouldn't be, we wouldn't have great horses. So thank you to all our owners and our equine athletes. I would like to take this opportunity to give the biggest thanks to the man, the man without whom we would not still be racing in Canada. I admit to being disappointed to learn that he was stepping down as CEO of Woodbine Entertainment. In my opinion, Jim Lawson is one of the smartest people I have ever been around. He is a true visionary. I understand we will still have him around to help spread his visions, and for that, I am very grateful. Thank you to Jim for being a good friend and helping Woodbine through some very tough times. Enjoy your family, play more golf, and enjoy watching your foresight come to fruition. Thank you.
Congratulations once again to Mark Cassian. Thank you so much to Catherine Sullivan. I just want to stop by this table because I enjoy the Stronach so very much. We have Frank and Frida with us here this evening. So again, we've heard it throughout the night, the celebration, the greatness of the horses, the breeding farms. Certainly the Stronachs have had such an influence on thoroughbred racing in Canada and in the States, and we're very grateful to have them here this evening. We're going to head now to the older female, the champion, and here are the nominees.
The finalists for Champion Older Main Track Female are Infinite Patience.
Down the stretch, and like a statue in the saddle, Antonio Reyes of Infinite Patience. It's all in Infinite Patience in the Northlands Distaff Handicap.
9 in a row for this great race mare. Infinite Patience wins it under wraps.
Lady Spitespear.
Dreaming of Drew and Lady Spitespear. Lady Spitespear on the outside's got the better of Dreaming of Drew, and her class is really going to show here as Lady Spitespear is clear by a length to Dreaming of Drew and will go on and win the Trillium Stakes hands down.
Our Flash Drive.
Our Flash Drive says, here we go. Races past the trio in a blink of an eye and shows her class and has dashed away in the Bessarabian Stakes like a true champ. And she is a very classy filly, and Our Flash Drive is going to win by several lengths. Our Flash Drive romps.
When we talk about greatness in Canadian breeding, the name Samson Farm will live on forever. Representing them tonight to present this award is Lisa Balaz. Lisa.
Hi everyone, congratulations to the nominees. The winner of Champion Older Main Track Female is Lady Spitespear.
Good night for Lady Spitespear. I don't know what to add to the other than, you know, Mr. Fipke's got a good team around him. He's got a farm in Kentucky. Elkie Crone there did a great job. Does a great job managing that, and she would have taken raising Lady Spitespear and Roger's staff, Anastasia and assistant, and you know, a lot of people were involved in getting her to where she, you know, to getting her to the races and getting her to achieve what she did last year. I can't mention, that's about it really. You know, she's hell of a mare. She was bred recently to gun runner, so we look forward to that offspring, and hopefully she'll breed as one as good or better than herself. Thank you very much.
Okay, so that's a double tequila, and Jeff will have a Shirley Temple. Is that okay? Jeff, definitely non-alcoholic. All right. The bar is still here, people. We're going to head on to the next category. It is the older male, and here are the nominees.
The finalists for Champion Older Main Track Male are Soy Tapatio.
Soy Tapatio now takes over and starts drawing off at the 16th pole. Soy Tapatio!
It's all Soy Tapatio crushes him in the Don Getty handicap. Gonna win by nearly 8 lengths at the wire.
War Bomber.
War Bomber's still in front. War Bomber on the inside. And ladies, Artie Storm flying. War Bomber's got it. War Bomber down to the wire to win. War Bomber's got away. War Bomber's a class act. War Bomber in front and down to the wire. The best horse again is going to win. War Bomber.
Who's the Star?
And trying to fly home is Who's the Star, and is doing just that. Who's the Star? Absolutely out the ground and will get up and win. A mighty performance and honours here for Who's the Star in the Autumn Stakes. Who's the Star? And Emma Jane Wilson on Who's the Star races up, takes the lead. A beautiful timing. Comes from last, gets up to win the Durham Cup.
Here to present the award for older male here this evening is Vicky Pappas, steward for the Jockey Club of Canada.
First, I have to apologize to Jeff. There was so much reverb, I couldn't understand what he was asking me. And it's great to see he and Don at the ceremonies. Congratulations to everybody, and most especially to my stablemate, Doug Anderson, who chaired the Sovereign Committee, and everybody else on the committee who arranged such a wonderful evening. Champion older male, he's the star. Who's the Star? Congratulations.
I'd just like to say a few words on behalf of Mr. and Mrs. Gonzalez from M Racing Group. They say, it's an honor for us at M Racing Group to receive this prestigious Sovereign Award bestowed upon Who's the Star for Champion Older Horse. The accomplishment is one of the, this accomplishment is one of the best experiences of my 45 years in the sport of thoroughbred horse racing. We would like to extend our deep thanks to the Jockey Club of Canada for this recognition of excellence, for the performance of Who's the Star. I would like to thank Mark Cassey and his team, David Adams, Catherine Sullivan, Nancy Sullivan, for the excellent performances of the horse. Congratulations to all the winners tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Catherine. And Who's the Star? What was so cool about him is his running style. He would just fall towards the back of the bus, make these big runs, and more often than not got to the portion of the prize. Although in the valedictory, he did have to share it. Well, Mother's Day might not be until May, but somebody here is going to win one of these trophies. Here's a look at the nominees for Champion Broodmare.
Cosarera, the Eaton Hall farmbred, put together a sparkling production resume, with all 11 of her foals finding the winner's circle in their careers. Her final foal to race was Avoman, who took the Steady Growth Stakes at 4 in 2022, after also having captured stakes at 2 and 3 years of age. Costa Rera's other 3 stakes winners were Kawaja Beach, Who's Big Daddy, and Professor's Ride, who captured 5 stakes and placed in 3 others between them. Count to 3, a finalist for Outstanding Broodmare 2 years ago, demonstrates the continued influence of Samson Farm, having produced 2 Grade 1 winning Ontario breds from 7 foals to race. A stakes winner herself, Count to 3's 2012 foal Ransom the Moon won the Grade 1 Bing Crosby Stakes at Del Mar in 2017 and 2018, retiring with earnings of over $880,000. Her 2015 foal, Count Again, became a dual Grade 1 winner and millionaire in 2022 after capturing Santa Anita's Shoemaker Mile and Frankie Kilroe Mile, in addition to the Grade 3 Thunder Road Stakes. Include Catherine, who's no stranger to being a finalist for Outstanding Broodmare, having just missed winning this category in 2021, coming up 1 point shy in the voting. She is the dam of a Sovereign Award winner in Amalfi Coast, who won the 2021 Sovereign Award as champion female sprinter and was placed in the Grade 3 Hendry Stakes last year. Also among Include Catherine's accomplished offspring are multiple graded stakes placed Why Catherine and stakes placed winners of Fleet Catherine and Chris's Brood.
Here to make the presentation for Champion Broodmare is somebody I'm very fortunate to call a very good friend. Here is Megan Mackenzie Bell, who is the Senior Manager of Operations at Henry Equestrian.
Good evening, everyone. Big thank you for being here from the Henry Equestrian team. We're very proud first-time sponsor of the Sovereign Awards. And as a former Broodmare manager and longtime resident of the Foaling Barn at 2 a.m., I'm very proud to present this award. To Count to 3.
Awesome, thank you. I was just told that Count to 3's current owners aren't here tonight, but I'm happy to accept the award for them on behalf of Samson. Thanks, everyone.
Congratulations goes out to Count to 3, and the person that used to ride Count to 3 is right to my right, that being Emma Wilson. One of the scariest incidents I remember with her was the Sad Ricarda Stakes, and a bit of a funny story. I was doing a network show on that day between the portable rail and the turf, and Emma and Count to 3 decided to go over the rail. You've never seen Jeff Bratt move so fast in his entire life, ladies and gentlemen. But Emma, it's good to say the horse was a fantastic racehorse and now a great broodmare. So congratulations to you for doing some great things with her on the racetrack. And have some water on me. Champion breeder. Without the breeders, we have nothing in this game. So let's now honor 3 of the best from last season.
A 12-time winner of the Sovereign Award for Outstanding Breeder, the Stronach family's Adina Springs can always be counted on to provide Canadians with top-class horses to cheer for. 2022 was no exception, as Adina breds included the likes of Queen's Plate and Woodbine Oaks winner Moira by their outstanding stallion Ghost Sapper. Grade 1 placed Philip My Dear, winner of the Cup and Saucer Stakes.
Philip My Dear on the extreme outside, and Kazushi Kimura has won the Cup and Saucer. Philip My Dear first.
And Soaring Free Stakes, and their homebred Silent Poet, who picked up 3 stakes placings last season, including the Grade 2 Connaught Cup and the Arctic Stakes. Though their operations have begun to wind down over the past couple of years, Samson Farm, an 11-time Sovereign Award winner for Outstanding Breeder, continued their legacy last year with their 36 Canadian-bred winners amassing over $3 million in purse earnings. Their 8 stakes horses for the season included Count Again, a 2-time Grade 1 winner on the grass in California.
Count Again! Irad Ortiz Jr. is putting on a show today as Count Again streaks home in the Shoemaker Mile.
Messier, an early choice on the road to the 2022 Kentucky Derby. Grade 2 stakes placed Say the Word, and Grade 3 stakes placed winner Lady Wears the Ring. Represented by 5 Canadian-bred stakes horses in 2022, the Tall Oaks Farm of Ivan and Colleen Delos has won this category 2 times in the past 4 years, earning a name for themselves among North America's top breeding and racing operations. Tall Oaks bred Channel Maker, a champion in Canada and the US, is one of the richest Canadian breds of all time and added to his stellar career with victories in the Grade 2 Elkhorn Stakes at Keeneland and the Grand Couturier Stakes at Belmont last season at 8 years of age.
Soldier Rising and Channel Maker, the 2 of them will battle it out to the finish. Channel Maker on the inside, Channel Maker, the 8-year-old.
Bossy Holiday, by their own stallion Amise Holiday, took the Ontario Sired Heritage Series last year, including capturing the Lake Erie Stakes.
And now to make the presentation to Outstanding Breeder is Peter Behringer, President of the CTHS.
Good evening, and congratulations to all the Canadian breeders on their individual successes. And the Canadian Breeder of the Year is Adina Springs.
First of all, it's great to see so many people here which love horses. I've been very fortunate over the years to be involved with some great horses, and Myra definitely would be one of the great horses, and I'm very happy for Kevin to done such a great job. Okay, and so anyway, it's great to be here. It was a great evening. Thank you.
Congratulations to Mr. Stronach. Nobody has won this award more than you have now, so congratulations. There you go, Mr. Stronach. Let's head up on the stage, shall we? Thank you. It's that time of the night, Dawn. It's like Best Picture. Here we go.
I gave this away like before dinner, didn't I? Didn't we already do Horse of the Year? No.
Here we go. So with Horse of the Year, should we bring up Glenn again? What do you think?
Yeah, let's bring up Glenn again, definitely.
Okay, so here we go. From Hilldale Farms, he's the chief steward of the Jockey Club of Canada, and sometimes gives me a bit of a hard time.
And a sharp dresser.
That's right. Glenn, take it away.
Well, again, just to summarize the evening, thanks for everybody for your attendance, and congratulations to everybody that's been here. Congratulations to everybody with the tenacity, stick it out in the horse business and do the best they can and keep at it long enough, and one day one of these awards comes your way. So I am first to announce the Horse of the Year finalists. There are 3 of them. I think I need somebody who can speak Spanish. Filo de Ariana, Lady Spite Spear, and Moira are the 3 finalists. So first we've had the award to the best, and now this is the award to the best of the best. So congratulations in advance. The award goes to, got the same envelope as you, Doug. There we go. Moira, Horse of the Year.
This is a procession in no uncertain terms. Moira has completely turned this into a one-act affair, and this year's Woodbine Oaks is absolutely at the mercy of only one horse, a fantastic winner, and it's Moira. Out in a lead 2 lengths, the mighty filly has devastated them, and the 163rd Queen's Plate is a big win for Moira. She is stunning, wins 6 lengths.
I want to say thank you again. Thanks for staying to the end. It's been a long night, and what a year, what a privilege, unbelievable. Never ever thought when we put this group together that we would ever have gotten a horse like this. She made history, she's a legend, she's future Hall of Fame. This is something that we'll look back, at least I will, in 20, 30, all of us maybe look back and say, wow, did that really happen? What a filly. Just this, truly an amazing award. I want to thank the voters. I want to thank Peter, the groom. He's not here. Katrina, exercise rider, who loves her and takes good care of her. And Jock, Rafi. I want to thank our trainer of the year, Kevin Attard. Nobody works as hard as Kevin, or sweats like Kevin during when she runs. That day during the Oaks, that was some afternoon. I want to thank the outrider for helping us take her shoe off that day. Before that, she reared up and stepped on herself, and now she had one shoe bent and one shoe half on, and we had the blacksmith come in there and remove the shoe, and he had just come back from an injury, of course kicked him, and Moore decided to kick him again, and he was out, and Kevin and I are looking at each other like, what the fuck? Do you have any ideas? And the outrider, he, I forget the outrider's name, I should know it, but anyways, he came to rescue and got some pliers, and he went like this and got underneath her and pulled her shoes off, and luckily it took one chance because she kicked at him again. But anyway, she ran without shoes, and we all saw what she did, and she come back and did it after that. But you know, all the credit goes to Kevin. Kevin did it all. I mean, it was his idea to skip. After the Furry Stakes, he said, let's just give her 6 weeks and run in the Oaks, and I'll get her ready to run it. I'm on 8th, and it's exactly everything he said was going to happen, it happened. And, you know, this is not too many guys I know that can do something like that. And he's very, you know, modest, and he's just humble and doesn't want any credit. And he's just one of the best. You guys know Kevin. You watched him grow up. I told him to change his picture in the program. Looks like Josh, so that picture's got to come down, Kevin. But anyways, guys, this is my X-Men group. Dave Anderson, Kane down with us, and my assistant Sam Cripps, who is amazing. She does all the heavy lifting, makes me look good. Tom Ryan of SF, Katrina, Amanda with Soul, my childhood buddy Mark Halloran. He just shows up. We don't know what he does. He just hangs out, but he does a pretty good job of that. He was responsible for bringing my mother and dad into the winner's circle because they were walking around like, what is this? What's going on? Did we just win? Mark, your job is to make sure my parents get down there. And Rafi, of course, and man, I love Kevin Attar. Tino did a great job. Josh is hiding somewhere. There he is. But anyways, guys, does anybody want to say anything? I don't know about that. Okay.
So, as we know, great horses make mediocre horse people look smart. But when you do it year in and year out, like Donato Lanni, something's right. This is the smartest guy in the business. He's got the greatest eye. There's no wonder why he's the #1 bloodstock agent in the world. And we're all very grateful to be a part of this. We enjoy running in Canada, and we look forward to being here for many more years. Thank you.
I just want to say hello. Thanks for Bob is watching at home, and I just want to tell him that when he said, "What did you like about Moira?" He said she checked all the boxes. Thank you, guys. I love you all, and we'll be back next year. Thank you so much for a great evening.
I swear we went away for 2 minutes. I thought I heard profanities. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought I heard something.
I was the favorites, but Donato was the long shot. He nailed it. So congratulations to Team Moira. Before we say goodnight, I just want to say a huge thank you to Megan Allen. Megan from the Jockey Club of Canada. This was her maiden voyage, her first time doing this, and she hit it out of the ballpark. Plus, I texted and emailed her about 1,000 times, and she always got back to me. So, Megan, thank you very much for all that you did. Great job, and hopefully you'll have Don and I back. Don, all the best to you. Hopefully you have a great season in Alberta as well, my friend.
Thank you, and I want to give a thank you to Chris Platts and the crew from Woodbine for putting the show on, and it's been a lot of fun. It was such an honor to be here again and to see all of my friends, and I consider you my family, and I always will. And I want to thank you, and I want to thank you, Jeff.
Absolutely. And the biggest thanks of all goes to the horses, because without them, we would have nothing. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you same place next season.
Good night.
Good night.